Yeah. I'm hoping you're joking when you say that someone's been hacking your smart blender. My smart smoothie.
Better.
Oh yeah.
It's it's that time of the week. Oh, the background's changed. Morgan's got
Yeah.
a selection of 8-bit backgrounds that I'm very jealous of. They're very nice.
I'm stealing them off the internet as we speak.
Plagiarism live.
Well, I guess it's not complete plagiarism if you say where you got it from, because it sounds like it's a pretty
But I never
cool.
will.
Oh, okay.
These are my 8-bit backgrounds. Ooh, this one's really cool. I wish you guys could see what I could see. Oh,
Well,
interesting. Ooh, is this the Kanto region?
I mean,
No,
I
it's...
can't see what you see, and it's really starting to make me mad.
Oh, this one's cool. You see this, James?
Well, first, no, I don't. Maybe I should look. Hold on, let me see if I can change screens.
Oh, James, are you seeing this one
Okay,
animated?
go ahead. Tell me about it.
Oh, wow. This is cool. This one's
Come
like
on,
Seattle.
Morgan. Like, not all of us suffer Antaphasia. You could explain it to me, and you could tell me about it, and I could visualize it.
No way. No way. I was talking to my friend about like how they read a book, and it's you guys are freaks, sick freaks.
It's like a movie in your mind.
That's insane. I was like, yeah, making logical leaps to identify like you make the characters in your brain.
Well, yeah, of course. And then on top of that, like when you close a book, there's a good 10, maybe less, like 5 to 10 seconds where you've got to like shake your eyes out because everything you're seeing is from the book for a while.
No,
You know?
I
shut up.
I have an announcement.
Oh,
Pelagius has resubscribed to its tier 1 for
hell
6
yeah.
months.
Wow. That's the commitment.
6 months. And yeah, so thank you, Pel. That was he's very generous with his subs. Also, hi Steve the Ghost. Hi Ken Eric 86. Hi the Dark Genius. Hi Sparrow 97. Hi Amazing Jays. I think that's everybody.
Well, it's a darn good start.
It's a good start. We've only been on for 6 minutes.
We're already in it thick.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dark Genius. I can't visualize anything in my brain. It's broken.
There's a word for that.
I don't want to call it broken.
It's broken. It's called Antaphasia.
Yeah. That was it. You already said that, and I'm sure I was paying attention.
Mm.
Can't imagine. Ironically, I can't imagine what that would be like.
Well, you know what's funny is that means you have a very light case of it because I can imagine what that's like. In fact, when I imagine it, it's like the Terminator, where the words pop up on the screen everywhere he's going, and it just kind of I think that's what he experiences.
Yeah, but you must understand that for you to imagine what that's like is you actively doing the thing you can't do. So how can you possibly?
Which is literally the thing that you can't do, which is why you mildly suffer from it.
Well, thank you, Dr. Heaney. I
Thank you.
appreciate that diagnosis. I think I have a couple of real announcements, believe it or not.
All right.
Horror. But if anyone else has any and they want to go first, then
I don't have any announcements. Well, I guess
No.
the announcements would be that there are, and I don't remember the dates right now, except March 31st is the next Fair Supply show. If you're in the LA area or you want to plan a trip
Probably
out,
skip it.
or you could skip it. That's what
Maybe
Morgan's going to
skip this
probably
one.
do.
Maybe 6 months from now, it might be a little bit better time,
Maybe.
or it could be worse.
How about you, Morgie? Any announcements?
Yes, we are closing in on the end of Infernax, which is a really great game that you guys should check out. It's on Game Pass, but we're streaming it Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. Pacific to 10. And it's really fun. It's like a Metroidvania.
It looked really cool. It kind of looked like Castlevania to me.
Yeah, and but with a little bit more RPG elements, and it makes me excited because the guys are telling me about other games that are in the same sphere, like I forget the name of it, Blasphemoid, something like that. But I'm excited to stream more games like that. But then we will pick up The Witcher, but then Elden Ring will come out, and then all bets are off.
All bets are off.
Well, we need to have a discussion about Elden Ring because everybody is very excited for the series of Elden Ring that we haven't to doing. We definitely we kind of have to do that. Just not really. Option.
Yeah.
I think
we already bought it.
Kind of figured it out, right? Well, and James is going to buy it for himself.
I already did.
So I mean the game plan, as far as I know it or have understood it, is that James does a walkthrough on the YouTube channel, and
you'll be coaching him. Cool.
I'll be coaching him, and then I will be playing on Twitch in the mornings.
Where James won't be coaching you.
Where James won't be coaching me. It's just me. He can't wake up that early. He's a sleepy little puppy.
Well, I don't know. I guess there's also a side of me that thinks we got to make more than one video a day when Elden Ring comes out. I mean, I don't want to confuse it too much, but like, what if we just beat it over the weekend? What if we dedicated every waking moment? Well, I guess that's probably not possible.
So basically, you've taken literally, and this comes up later, you've taken literally 3 years to complete Dark Souls 2, but you want to do Elden Ring, a game you've never played, except for like 2 hours in one weekend.
I'm just afraid of how long it's going to take one day a week. Like, I think that it needs to be multiple days a week. Maybe Morgan and I can dedicate like a couple of nights where we don't do a whole bunch of recordings, but just one recording.
I'm down for that. I mean, I'll be playing 2 hours every day
Yeah. All right.
I mean, it's
already.
probably fair to say when you record next week, at least, it's just going to be Elden Ring
Well, what day does it come out?
on
Thursday.
Friday.
Friday.
This Friday.
This
Well, is
Friday?
it Thursday for us and Friday for you?
Yeah, potentially something like that.
I don't know.
I
This week
mean,
anyway.
James, if you want to kick off the my streaming by like hanging out and streaming like on Saturday, we could do that, and that would give you like a first look, and then we can record YouTube videos on Sunday for the rest of the week.
You know what I just realized?
Get out of here! Stop.
I record.
Okay,
I
bye.
record on. I record on
Bye.
Saturday
Okay,
mornings.
bye.
I record
Yeah,
that
bye.
podcast.
Yes, bye.
The Dark Genius confirms that it is the 25th, which is Friday. So I knew I wasn't imagining that.
James and his relentless commitment to GameFront.
I mean, let's be fair. I mean, you could probably do it on Monday, but you'd just like Monday would be.
Well,
and then
no, I'm
all of
I'm
next
down
week
to
would
record
basically
some.
just be Elden Rings next week.
Yeah, we could. I mean, this is what I'm thinking. Maybe each day we're gonna record only an hour at a time. So at the first couple videos, you might not be that far ahead of me, Morgan. But if you play forward, we start let's say it comes out Friday. We make a 1 hour, maybe an hour and 30-minute video Friday. Edit it, put it up as fast as possible. Then on Saturday, you start off the stream, get further than we got in an hour and a half.
No,
and
we're
then
not co-oping a playthrough.
no, but you'll be on
I
the
would
stream.
be playing.
So then not only will you do it
And
on
we're
yours
putting a
that
YouTube
first.
video up of the Twitch, starting the
you
Twitch.
could.
No, that's confusing. You're making
No,
this
I'm
confusing.
saying you and I make on Friday because that's the day it releases.
Mhm.
On Friday, we make a video, not on Twitch. We make
Mhm.
part 1 of the Elden Ring walkthrough
Of your
And it's-
playthrough.
of my playthrough.
Yeah.
On my account, and like you won't know
On
much
your
that day.
account.
Yeah, well, I mean, with my own save is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Then we edit that, get it up that Friday. Then Saturday, you do a live stream, and you get your character past the hour and a half that you and I record on my save. And then you go as far forward as you can so that Saturday afternoon, when I'm done recording, we record another 1 hour video. And then Sunday, as long as you can then keep ahead of me, then we do 1 hour videos with me as you do streams and progress as far as you can. What do you think of
I
that?
mean, once I get into the week, I'm gonna get way ahead of you.
Oh yeah,
'Cause-
it's just the
'cause-
first couple days that we don't want to miss out on putting a video up.
Yeah, I agree. I'm down for that plan. Saturday. Yeah, I should have Saturday free because I taught this weekend, so I should get a weekend off, right?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm excited. Now I'm sorry, Danny. I don't know. That went way over your.
No, I know
announcements.
we needed
that
to have
part
that
of the
discussion.
announcements?
I mean, it
Yeah.
was kind of. I mean, it was
We weren't gonna do it offline, so we might as well
exactly.
hash it
This is where we have our meetings, so it needed to be arranged. So it's all good. The chat wants to see like 7 videos a day and stuff
Yep.
like that, like, which is a great idea, but nobody's got 7 hours in a day to spare. Like,
No, but we might be able to do some days if Morgan is crushing it. Maybe some days he and I, but it's a lot of responsibility on Morgan is the problem. But
For
then
what?
maybe on some occasions, because you're gonna have to be ahead of me all the time. And if we do 2 recordings one day, you'll have
I
to be that
mean,
much.
Well, I mean,
other-
I'm gonna be putting in
the-
8 hours a week.
the other
Yeah,
thing
I'll,
that
I'll definitely be ahead of you.
the chat is saying, let's be real here, James is going to be lagging behind the rest of us. There's no reason to fear for spoilers from James. I don't think we've got to worry about spoilers from James. Steve, I agree. So I don't think anyone's worried about that necessarily. But no, but so it's fair to say next week is Elden Ring week, and there probably will be a lot of Elden Ring. The exact cadence of which is yet to be determined, but that's how that will work.
And we will ring in the festivities on Friday at some point in
How?
time.
Wait.
With a
What?
video on Friday, because it comes out that day. That's what I'm saying. We'll do the
Hmm.
first video Friday.
So
And I'll
don't
edit it as
that would be midnight Thursday, right?
I mean, if that's the case, then sure. But I was thinking Friday morning we'd.
Yeah, let's do midnight on Thursday, and then you can put the video up like immediately if you can stay up.
Theoretically, yes, that might be a little
Okay,
late
so
for me
James
to
is
be.
out. That's just so if anyone in this
It
following
depends
along
on
at
if
home,
it
that's
really
James
is. If it's
100%
midnight, like
out,
we'll
zero
look
chance
into
he'll
it.
do it.
Jay's
That's
has a good
0%
idea.
chance.
You could do the first episode live because you can't get it out any quicker than that.
But that is, I mean, that is possible. Maybe, but like Morgan was saying, doing a live version of it, we could make it live. Yeah, but we want to be able to do the death count. There's a couple things that go into it in post that I think are pretty important.
So,
But something like it. But the problem with midnight is Aaron's going to be asleep at midnight because she's got a job and she works.
Okay.
So
imagine that. Imagine having work to do.
And she's not much more than 6 feet away from where I'd be shouting playing Elden. So it's midnight
Elden
might
Scream?
be tough.
Elden Scrolls. I think he was going to say that Elden Scrolls. He's going to get through the tutorial and then he's just going to wake up in the back of the car.
It just might not be a good night for a midnight recording, is what I'm saying. It could be a little selfish.
It is a little selfish to not allow you to record that video. I agree. Get her on here. I'll tell her.
Well, you can give her a call later and see what she thinks.
I have her number. I'll call her.
Shame you're not
Leave
allowed
the
to.
world of hurt.
It's a shame you're not allowed to go to Morgan's house. Really, you could just.
This would be a great excuse for it.
No, hell no.
Oh, it's crazy. Anyway, I did have other.
You know how you don't. What are those things you like? You never like invite the fae in. Like you never like let fairies into your house or like spirits because they just bring chaos. James is like that.
I'm just gonna bring a sleeping bag because it's so late. It's not chaos. It's a sleeping bag.
It's whatever
And
is
some
inside the sleeping bag that I'm worried about.
Chat wants you to stay at Morgan's for the night. You could have an all-night Elden Ring pizza party.
I got bunk beds.
You do not.
No, I don't. Well, that would be sick, right?
I was gonna say that is like my well, it's been a while since that's been my dream. But at one point in time, I dreamt a fantasy world where I had bunk beds.
I had bunk beds when I was a kid. It was the best.
I never had bunk beds.
Except for I had definitely I used to jump out of it like onto my stuffed animals doing wrestling moves, but then I've also like fallen out of it. It's like while I was asleep.
Can I ask you to remind me later today to tell my bunk bed story? Because if I do it now, we're never going to hear the announcement Danny has, and we're never going to get to the final.
That's fair. All right, yeah.
Can't believe how long that bunk bed story must be, but
it's not that long, but it's just another tangent, and we still don't know all the announcements. And I'm on the edge of my seat.
Okay,
if I get any more on the edge, I'm going to fall on the floor.
I'll do some quick announcements, and then you can do your bunk bed story, and then we'll do some fan mail. That sounds fair. Although Amazing Jay says that you should buy a Dom white noise machine for Erin. They're highly recommended. I don't know if he's been sponsored to say that. Anyway, announcements. So there's a couple of small things. They're all quite small things, but they all add up. So the first one is if you're on Patreon. If you go to Patreon, we're doing a little thing on there where we've got a form you can fill in for ideas for potential, and I use the word potential, challenges, James versus games type things, where we might.
Are we swapping
might not.
to games versus James?
We could do it as games versus James. Yeah, that seemed like a good.
I think that's a good reboot.
That is a great reboot. Like that name that's got a ring to it.
Like who struggles more, James or the games? I mean, I think that's the. It's like if you're a game developer and you want someone to beta test your game, then send it in to Games versus James, and James will find all of the flaws in that game before the end of the 1 hour video. That's the concept. But yeah, if you're a Patreon, go to Patreon and give us some thoughts. We want you to be involved.
Zeno is throwing a little bit of shade. Zeno, we do not need this negativity. We are going to do at least one of these hundreds of ideas.
sure we'll probably do at least one of them potentially.
Yeah, at least one of them.
I just don't want to make promises and then they're not actually be used for anything. But you never know, right? Like,
Ooh, you know what I was thinking about yesterday is Eastern Promises, the Viggo Mortensen movie. Have you ever seen that?
I have not seen that.
It's really good. Spoiler alert: you see his D in it.
okay. So that's one announcement. What was the other announcement?
It's a really good movie.
And Can Eric 86 says it's a great movie. Maybe one for the podcast.
Yeah, that podcast sucks.
Oh yeah. So playlists are up to date finally on the main channel. Also on the VODs channel. I've finally started to make things live over there. I apologize for the
I don't know
long
if you
period
noticed,
of-
I've been pushing videos over there, but then just not making them live or anything.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that-
my job
is
to
that,
yeah,
Is
yeah.
that
it's-
more confusing or less confusing?
No, well, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
This is how it should work, and I should then fix them and make them live. And I've been starting to do that, and I've got most of the older stuff. So my Mystical Ninja one's up there. Some other one-off stuff. Our Resident Evil 5, me and Zach, is up there. I started to do Outward, and then I got really confused by your numbering scheme because you've done it in Roman numerals or you've done it in Latin or something like that, and I genuinely have lost
it's
track.
because I was doing it in a different language every day.
You were doing it, yeah, exactly. Some of them were not consistent. Some of them were named the same twice. So I need you to help me figure out which number is which, so I can put them in the correct order, please. Thank you.
If you
So
haven't gone to the VODs channel, I would say that the walkthrough that is the best on there is the Dragon's Dogma walkthrough. I complete the entire game. That game is so fun. James is there in spirit as my little pawn. So if you are checking that channel out, the Dragon's Dogma is really good.
I've sent a cease and desist to that channel to stop using my likeness.
I put you into every game, and in Fernax, my character's name is Jamesador.
Jamesador.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good name.
Yeah, he's a little knight, Jamesador. Sorry, I derailed us.
Okay. It was the best NPC in the history of games.
Mhm.
It was great. Amazing Jays says, you might need to do polls. I have a way to view the form entry. Well, we're just collecting ideas at the moment. We'll do all the ones we can do, potentially. I just want to put the word potentially on the end.
Oh yeah, the former is not like a democratic process where we're voting on which ones are good or bad. We're just gonna like put them in there, and then we're gonna
maybe
pick
once
and
we
figure out and then we're gonna figure out which ones we can actually do, and then we'll do those ones.
Yeah, credit for that. But it's not like there's 10, but we can only do 5. This could go on for a while. So
yeah, just keep plugging them in there as you think of them or come across them.
Yes. And I think I've run out of announcements finally. I think that was all of them. Oh, there was one more announcement. For today's fan mail, because every week it's my mission to increase the production value of fan mail. When we get to the videos that people link to timestamps, we now have a nicer way of looking at those videos and the sound and everything. So that should hopefully be a thing as well.
Cool.
That's fun.
That was less necessary as an announcement because you'll see that anyway as the fan mail progresses. But there you go.
But people should know that it's coming. No
it could be jarring if they weren't expecting it, and if they're already on their edge of their seat, that could be the thing that puts them on their ass.
Mm-hmm.
Could be very well. Okay, bunk bed story.
I'm not telling it until we're recording.
No, we'll put him on a video. Yeah.
Yeah, if I tell him all my stories now, then I'll have nothing to say, and we'll sit in silence while we record.
I'm like still surprised that James has stories to tell me. I feel like we've been married for so long that like he should be out of stories by now, but he keeps coming up with
this
them.
bunk bed story is pretty good. You might have heard it though, but I'm hoping that you'll at least act like it's only the second or third time you've heard it.
I mean, that's the beauty, right? We're both of our memories are so bad that we can keep telling each other the same story.
I have a theory that it has to do with how much improv we've done, because and I'm not like I'm kind of half joking, but look at like football players' helmets and things, like they get brain damage when they keep smashing against each other. I think there might be something.
turning on your short-term memory so hard that the long-term memory just kind of fades away.
Something like that. And also that you're so you're trying to become this character. You're so often detaching from reality that maybe it does some brain damage to you. I'd like to come over and help
No,
help me with some studies.
I'll come over to your place Thursday midnight. I'll knock on the front door.
No, not the front.
Dark Genius wants you to know, by the way, that you are very much loved and adored. I think when I was talking earlier, I may have made it sound like people were dissing you about Elden Ring, but that's not the case. What people are dissing
they're all
you
going
about,
to eat their words. They're all going to eat their words.
yeah, they will. I no doubt.
I'm going to beat the hell out of that game.
Give it 10 years for you to learn it, and you'll show them his boss. What people are dissing you about is the blue light. Why are you so blue? Well, the thing is, Xenolight, believe this or not, he did this on purpose. He's decided to go with a blue vibe today. How the flip did I not notice that James had joined the Blue Man group?
Wait, the Dark Genius is actually a Dark Jamesius?
Dark Jamesius.
Interesting. And your last name, social address?
So are we gonna play an intro or what, baby?
I can roll the intro, but
skip it.
Yeah, okay, here's the intro. That was the intro.
Right.
Ken Eric, I just want you to know it's not the blue screen that's making him blue. He's intentionally shined a blue light on himself.
Well, let me
just want that to be clear.
Let me put it into context. I tried putting my light to be red, and it didn't look like any different. I tried all these different colors. The only one that really made it look different was when I put blue on blue, and and I like it. It feels good. Feels like it's washing over me.
Stealth kind of thing.
And this is Resident Evil 3, which was 1 week ago today that we recorded this. And it's something that since COVID, Los Angeles has changed street cleaning to be not every week, but kind of every other week. It's on the 2nd and 4th Monday and Tuesday of every month. But for the first time, or at least the first time that I almost got caught with it, the Monday and Tuesday aren't on the same because of just the way the month has fallen down. The Monday is a different week than the Tuesday street cleaning. So
James,
last
this is
week was
gripping content.
Well, this is what happens in this video. In the middle of the recording, all of a sudden people are getting tickets on our street. And like Erin's working. She's, as she will be doing in probably the next 10
we hear
minutes.
in the video, she came in and she's like, James, go take care of this.
Yeah. And I did. And I didn't get a ticket. She actually ended up coming with me to help me. But it was scary.
The car.
Well, because there was a chance that we were gonna have just like sometimes when it's street cleaning, you can't find parking for blocks and blocks, so you just have to like leave the car somewhere. So we were basically just seeing whether or not we were gonna find parking. When we did find parking, it was only like 10 minutes that it was gone. It was a lucky day.
Lucky day.
But that's so the thing was. This is all a breakdown from damn, that was awkward. It was awkward that you were then playing, and I guess when you were playing against that boss, taking my turn. I think there's comments on it later. But anyways, I said, yeah, I avoided an $80 parking ticket, and then Shakegs says a real gamer would have beaten the boss instead of worrying about a parking ticket. That's not true. That is not true.
Yeah, you lost your gamer card.
No.
You got to mail it in.
Just wasn't an $80 boss. Some bosses might be $80 bosses where it's worth the $80, but if it's an early game boss, it's not an $80 boss. Final boss, $80 boss.
I don't think so. I think no matter what, 100% of the time, if I'm about to get a parking ticket, I'm gonna I've been so lucky. I haven't gotten a parking ticket. I got a parking ticket like 3 years ago in, I don't know what state, Washington, D.C. But that was a weird parking ticket that I did not think I deserved. But other than that, it's been like 15 years since I had a parking ticket. I'm good.
Dark
Can't touch
Page,
this.
this was a treat of a video, though. Crispy AI, was that the intro music at 17 minutes in? James.
Yeah, that's my jam.
So you
Ken,
still
I
up
may
to
be
those old
wrong,
tricks.
but I think the red dot makes the crosshair center in a bit faster when aiming. That would be good. We should check that today.
There's no way we're ever going to be able to check that, right? Because now you've attached it.
Because
You
we've
can't
got
take
it
off.
on.
Yeah.
We'll have to compare it to old video footage. Ken, using a
let's
shotgun on an
comment
enemy
on that.
200 feet away. This isn't real life, Morgan. You know how video game shotguns work. That's true.
In real life, you can shoot a shotgun 200 feet away.
It depends on what you got in it. What kind of shell?
Depends how. Yeah, do you want to hit a big target or because it scatters, doesn't it? Further away.
What if you're shooting in a cloud of bugs like
Well, you
mosquitoes?
could. There's like birdshot, which is a bunch of little BBs. There's like buckshot, which is usually a couple of bigger BBs. There's slugs, which is like one big BB.
Would it just be a bee at that time?
All right. Ken, wow, James saves screeners in Resident Evil as it's his own green candle stash.
Come on. I feel like I'm actually at a pretty sweet spot. I'm not over conserving anything. I'm just doing a good job. All right. Amazing Jays says, seriously, guys, I'm barely 7 minutes into this video, and there have been so many laugh out loud moments. Thank you for the amazing banter. You're welcome. Okay, here's the big moment. Okay.
You want to read it first, or do you want to watch it first?
Let's read it first, just so that we know the context. James, even though you stepped out to move your car and save yourself an $80 ticket, Morgan was keeping equilibrium in the universe by committing the ultimate resource management sin. And then, when we see the fire clear, well, probably best to view these 10 seconds for yourself. All right, I haven't seen this yet. What the hell did you do?
Let's see if this works. So.
Oh.
What the hell's going on?
That's amazing. Oh, good job.
That's crazy.
I did it.
Were you opening that box with grenades?
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's just like, ooh, a stash of things. Bang! And it just explodes out of nowhere. Yeah, funny. Funny.
Can I just ask, in a theoretical world, if you would have beaten that boss and I came back in and you were still alive, would it be my turn?
No.
All right. Just wondered. Pelagius says, James, have you tried parking in the middle of the road so you don't have to move it from one side to the other side of the street? Oh. Dodge in Resident Evil 3 has iframes. 1 hour, 17 minutes, 59 seconds. Yep, that's Carlos's perfect dodge mechanics. So far, Jill was smashed in lots of various painful ways. Deep-throated by spider mutants. Actually, that's right. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
But the thing is he's right. Those are all things that have happened. Motorboated by Nemesis, which we just saw. But keeping actual classic outfit was too much. Priorities. Oh, that is funny.
This is the dodging that he refers to.
No, this is. I can't watch that again. That's painful, Danny.
It looks like I missed too.
Oh, we did.
No, I think you had it. It was the second one.
It's the next one. Yeah, I think it's this one.
Yeah, click on it. Yeah.
I think this is. Oh,
I got room or time for this. I need that tape player though, huh? Oh, to play his voice back.
52 minutes. I got spicy sauce.
You might need to drop some of those first aid sprays off.
For some reason,
Yeah, I gotta go get some of this stuff
what
off.
What kind of monster?
Anyway, that was Zach saying that I've got a spicy sausage for you. Oh, I think you said that for some reason when I watched it. Finally, the Amazing Jays, who says,
That's go ahead. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I mean, I can, I'm good at reading.
Not sure you guys have realized this since Morgan made a comment about it during the Nemesis fight, but Jill's dodge mechanic is more like parrying in Dark Souls and less like rolling in Dark Souls. The dodge here doesn't normally give you invincibility frames, but it does make you shimmy quickly in one direction. So if you use dodge, there's also a chance that you shimmy your hitbox out of the range of the enemy's attack. However, if you time the dodge just right, similar to a parry, you will get a new special animation, and Jill will get invincibility frames and move even further when she than she normally would move. That's interesting.
Mm.
Is that for every zombie like lunge?
I mean, I'm gonna try it for every zombie lunge now.
All right, you're gonna end up being zombie lunch.
I haven't played 3, but I'm guessing from the way I read it, I think it would work for all of them. Only one way to find out.
Mhm.
Anyway, second video of today is Hitman number
Oh my
3.
gosh, this was so much fun.
This
It's
is
a
lot
good
of
game,
fun.
right? It's a great game.
Yeah, it's a great game. All right, don't watch the movies. Ken Eric says, "Don't watch the movies; they're trash."
You can just
Zach
call him
is-
Ken.
Ken, yeah, Ken rolls off the tongue. Zach says, "Super trash. As good as Timothy Oliphant is, he isn't right for the role."
Oliphant?
At least
Olive?
I don't know who the hell that is. Oliphant?
Timothy Elephant. Okay.
I've never heard that name before, but anyway, he wasn't right for the role, at least in that version. Now, stay with me. What if he Deadpooled it? Can we claim that? What does that mean?
I don't know.
What if he Deadpooled it?
Zach's in
like
the
a-
YouTube chat. Maybe he'll let us know.
Yeah, what
Did
does
it-
that term mean? What does Deadpooling it mean?
Doing it like a spoof, maybe?
I don't know. And then Ken says he was bald like Agent 47. That's about it.
Well, I mean, I could have got the part on that basis.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, you probably look more like the guy.
Maybe. 1 minute and 26. Rest in peace, people below. I think that's this one.
Oh yeah, I know.
Hold on, I gotta turn your volume up. You're too quiet for me.
Then that.
Well, now you're just what the hell?
Well, the thing is I want to be able to hear stuff, especially if there's important game information being portrayed with audio.
When James cheated
Yeah.
and figured out how to do.
So
all
you're
this
telling me
for the
you're telling me that you
video.
just happen to know where all this stuff is?
I think he falls.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's instinct.
This
No,
is
no.
BS.
It's instinct, baby.
Okay.
How far
I
did
think
you
we
make it
missed
into
it.
this?
You know what it is?
I haven't been
That
this far.
doesn't start at the part that it's
Oh my god, I can't believe that
worked.
worked.
Kick a toolbox off of the thing, which must be right before that clip. But the reason I did know, and the
The
first time I kicked it off,
Quiet for me.
it would be before that. Sure, there was. I just got to make sure that
Oh,
I
yeah,
get
there
this
it is.
toolbox.
That's fine.
Now, Danny, you played the other Hitman games, right?
Yep.
Am I having a crazy memory, or did you used to get costumes from boxes that looked like that? Was that how you got costumes sometimes?
So here's how it worked in the last game in 2. I think you get confused between 1, 2, the ones that came before the reboots.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Hitman
So-
Absolution is what I was thinking about the whole
Yeah,
time.
yeah. We had that discussion the other day. I had to explain that. But you were also confusing Hitman 2 for Hitman as well in
Uh-huh.
this. But that's fine. But the way it worked in Hitman 2, which is the one before this, and I think it's probably the same in 3, is the way you get a disguise usually is to take somebody down and steal it. But then it
Yeah.
leaves you can go and pick up whatever you were wearing before because it leaves it as
Mhm.
like a little
Pouch.
pouch thing you can pick up and
Well, when I first played the game, just like an hour before Morgan and I got together and played this, I saw that toolbox on that corner, and I walked to it thinking I was going to get out of that outfit and into like a construction guy's outfit. And when I walked up to it, I kicked it over the edge, and it kind of scared me at first, like I had screwed something up.
And then you tried to scare me,
Uh-huh.
thinking that I would have the same thought as you, which is a crazy person's idea.
Are you telling me that a crazy person would think somebody else would never what do you mean? Of course, if I don't think I'm crazy and I have a thought, I'm going to think you're going to think the same thing I thought.
Yeah, but not thinking you're crazy doesn't mean that you're not crazy.
Oh, exactly.
A pill.
Outrageous. This is madness.
It really
This
was.
video
Yeah, it
turned
was
into madness.
chaos. It turned weird quick. Ken, it's a really good game when you learn all the mechanics. If you go in the menu, there's a story mission guide with different assassinations. The white dot overhead are enforcers who sees through your disguise. Oh, that's a good tip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not everyone believes you disguise. So, like, if you disguise yourself as a security guard, half of them will go the white dot. If you go too close to them, they'll be like, "I don't recognize you." It's that kind of mechanic. It's pretty good.
I mean, that's
It's,
kind of like Watch Dogs.
yeah, it does. It is a bit. The thing I like about these new Hitman games is they're very good. The AI is pretty good on the whole. The way it behaves and stuff, and the way you have to sneak around and stuff. It's great. It's pretty good.
Oh, I'll take a crack at this. Tech for too long. Wow, James is classical in this episode. Ha ha ha. He purports to endeavor to elucidate our frothings with a touch of saffron and a dash of Worcestershire. Yeah, I don't know what the hell I just said, but I enjoyed the video, guys. Funny, and Hitman is a fun game, no doubt.
Uh-huh.
Elucidate. I don't know if I've ever seen that word.
I don't think I've ever seen that. But
Kind of guess what elucidate means.
I imagine
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah, what's your guess?
To arouse.
Nope.
No, I sort of guessed
Danny?
it meant to kind of interpret, like, or translate in some way. So, like, for example, read this comment.
Make something clear. Yeah.
Make something clear. Yeah, okay.
See, wait, you're saying to make something clear our frothings?
Well, lucid is like, it's like lucid dreams. It's like clear, like when you're in control of something. Like if you're awake, you're lucid. If you're like James playing this game, you're lucid. So that's kind of how that works, right?
All right.
That's where I was going.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, you took the journey
But it
to
doesn't-
make clear their wants, essentially.
Okay. That's really poetic, actually. Now that you guys have broken it down so I can enjoy the art of his language.
James,
Thank
how
you.
did you like your Shakespeare classes?
Not very much.
Oh no.
I've read a couple Shakespeare plays, though. I was never good at reading it out loud. But as bad as I've been at improvising it, I really love doing Shakespeare improv.
Zach is a real boy. James immediately references that game as the first. Here we go.
Yeah, well, I mean, the whole thing is my understanding. I didn't realize this was from a different reboot of the series. I thought this was the third game following up the game I had recently enjoyed about 12 years ago. So there was my mistake.
Yeah. So you played Hitman Absolution 12 years ago.
Or whenever it came out. I played it
And-
right when it came out.
And despite constantly being told it has nothing to do with these games, you keep trying to tie it into these games for some reason.
No, I'm not. I didn't know that until after this video was recorded. All these
Okay.
things are information I learned after this.
Okay.
You cannot judge me on this video because I played that without knowing the other things.
I tell you what is popular these days. Death's Door seems to be doing well. Everyone,
You
seems to
know,
be enjoying
it's
this.
doing okay, but I started looking at the comparing the numbers. It's not doing better. It's not doing as good as Nobody Saves the World. When you look at the first two videos.
Oh my!
I mean, I
God.
like them both. I like both the games. I wouldn't be against playing them both, but if we were just simply picking numbers, Nobody Saves the World does get more views.
Well, it has a lot more retention and it has a lot more comments, though. So, and it
probably-
doesn't have as many views. There are a lot of people watching this now who probably
Okay.
haven't watched this, and I
Here's-
think let us know in the chat now why you don't watch Death's Door, because I think you would enjoy it. It's Dark Souls. It's 2.5D isometric Dark Souls.
Yeah. It's
on.
it's way more in vein with what all of the games that we like.
Mhm.
We everyone here, everyone at home watching, yeah, it's just more engaging. Oh, James, do you not like this game?
No, I love the game. I think the game's great. I think everyone should watch it. I feel like because I was expecting when I started looking at the numbers to be a lot better than they were,
Yeah.
and
Here's why I don't really, because our numbers, like, not to beat us up, but they're not good. So, like, if we're talking about the difference between 150 and 200 views, like, that's nominal to me. I would rather put out more of this because I think in the long run it will have more longevity. I think people will fall off the other one.
Yeah.
Quicker.
And there's only so much time. I really like the other one too. I do like Death's Door more, but I did like Nobody Saves the World a lot. It was a cool co-op game.
Yeah.
But
I
I
mean,
do like this one a little bit more.
maybe we do them both.
But then it becomes a time thing because we're gonna be bringing in the New World on
Order.
Friday. I don't know what the New World Order.
See,
But
we're talking Sting. We're talking Hollywood Hulk Hogan. We're talking NWO baby.
But Friday we're going to be playing Elden Ring, and my guess is we're only going to be able to play a few other games at the same time.
Yeah.
why are you talking about NWO WCW?
Because James said we're ringing in the new world.
I'm trying to get this Elden Ring and like ringing in. Like I want to find the right way to call this as almost a holiday.
I think the last thing this channel needs right now is Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash. I think that would be a mistake.
Just for a couple videos, Danny. We're
Just for a
telling you,
couple
it's worth the money. It's worth the money.
But you would take Razor Ramon, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
You talking to me or talking to Danny?
Danny. James, you don't know who I'm talking about.
I know who Razor Ramon is. Absolutely.
Oh, you do? Okay,
Yeah.
good.
He was so oily and there was a great ladder match between Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels. And I think that was pretty much when I stopped watching wrestling was Razor Ramon.
That was a great ladder match. That was the first.
Oh yeah.
Match.
It was the first ladder match.
That's
It was not that long afterwards that I was like, well, I have a lot of fun watching WWF, but I don't know if it's helping me in my life at all.
Yeah,
so I'm
just
gonna move on.
You're like, I better start doing drugs.
That's exactly, and it was just not something that really went along with the drugs I was doing.
See, I'm so confused because the Dark Genius says that he will admit that he only watches FromSoft videos because they remind me of the good old days. But you need to expand beyond just FromSoft because other people are making equally good stuff as FromSoft do. Make yourself some new memories, man. Get yourself stuck into the new content. And then Crispy says, I watched it. It was all right, but then I'm not a Dark Souls man. This channel is quite a chore as a consequence.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I do not know how we can win anymore, frankly. But anyway.
We just got to do whatever we're doing.
I think that's it. You could just go do what you want to do, man. And people either watch or they don't. Anyway, Brad Hahn. James remembered something correctly. Is that one of the signs of the apocalypse? And he figured out a puzzle too. It's not a sign, it's the sign onward towards what may come. I'm very concerned about this. 2022 is shaping up to be a worrying year already.
We're going to ring it in this Friday.
Oh my goodness. Brad Hahn, that boss looks like a Warhammer 40,000. It does, yeah, the big building boss. Yeah, in scale, it's definitely Warhammer-esque. Brad Hahn, I remember seeing this game when it first came out and deciding it wasn't the sort of game I generally like, but watching this video, I can't remember why. It looks quite good, actually. There we go. Changing hearts and minds.
I bet when you watch the first 10 minutes of it, it seems very tongue-in-cheek, and some people it might put off, but I think as you get into it more, you get sucked into the narrative a bit. That's the way I felt. Not being a Dark Souls expert,
For me, it was the
So,
mechanics. The fighting mechanics are very clean. It's fun.
Are we talking about Dark Souls or Death's Door?
Death's Door.
Yeah. Okay. I agree. I don't know. I like the narrative. I'm much more into the mechanics of it though. I'm not like dying to see what happens next with getting that giant soul back for the crow or the raven. But I do like the game mechanics.
Yeah.
I like the boss fights. The boss fights are so big and like they feel epic. And I don't usually feel like there's some epic 2D, 2.5 or isometric. I don't know. This is one of the most visually impressive isometric like action games I've played.
Yeah, and it has a very muted color palette too, so it's interesting that they were able to make it so appealing. Dark Page. James says boss like Bouse. Ken, like the true Chicago Bouse he is. Is that how you say it, James?
Like a boss?
Like a bass.
Like a boss.
Like a bass.
Bass.
Interesting.
I don't know how I say boss actually. I guess I must say it like that. Boss.
There's like you guys watch Love is Blind season 2 yet?
I've never heard of Love is Blind.
Okay, well, it's on Netflix. Check it out. But all of the people are
Is it a reality show?
Stop! I'm talking.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it's a reality show.
It's just Love Island in a different name, isn't it?
Kind of. It's a little different. They get 15 people, and they're only allowed to interact through these walls with speakers on them. They don't ever see each other, and the only way to move forward is if you propose to somebody.
Propose what? Marriage?
Yeah. What else would they propose, James? And then once they propose marriage, then they get shuttled off to Mexico for like a week-long vacation, and then they go back to their home area where all these people happen to be from Chicago. But then they go and like meet all each other's families, and it was very interesting seeing all the Chicago families. I was thinking about James.
Oh my gosh, that sounds crazy. Why are people doing this with their lives?
Just desperate to get married.
Desperate to get married. That's crazy.
I think it's more for the fame and fortune myself, but
there's definitely some of that.
But is there really that much fame and fortune from being on one season of Love is Blind that you can binge watch in a night on Netflix, but now you're married to somebody the rest?
Not really, but I mean, some people don't have the talent that you have, James. So they have to find other ways to get on television.
Danny? I'm married.
No.
All right, I'll come out there and meet your family.
You should, Zach, do not cut me off. You should watch. You should watch Love is Blind season 2. Skip season 1 though. Season 1 is trash. What's up, Zach?
Good morning.
He's awake. He pooped. Did he shower?
No.
No. Of course not. He's a night shower. That's a thing. Are you guys night showers or morning showers?
I'm a night
It
shower.
depends on what I did during the day.
Definitely
Ew.
morning, I think.
I'm a morning shower for sure.
It's the thing is it's always in the morning. But sometimes it's also at night.
Oh my goodness.
How you one up? That's how you one up us there.
Well, I can't I can't.
Hey,
leave
great
the house
conversation, James. I'm
drenching
so
my-
glad that we're exchanging information like this.
I
Okay.
cliff dive every morning into the ocean, and that is where I shower. In the ocean. The fish do not like my soap choice.
Dark Page, watch out for that laser. 0205. Do we got that one?
Laser. We should do.
I thought that the first box was going to hurt you. That was it.
Laser.
At some point in time, they got to give.
I
Yeah,
think
watch out for
James
that
has
laser.
it. I think these are all starting at the end of the clips.
2 minutes and 5 seconds. So
Oh wait,
Watch out for that laser.
yeah, watch out for that laser.
That's what he
I thought
said. Yeah, he said, "Watch out for that laser," after it was already in your face. I think that
Yeah.
was the joke. Yeah.
Those are the kind of tips I get.
Kind of
Well,
expert coaching that you need in a game like this.
I didn't
wait,
know if
I
you were
didn't
seeing the
see
same
this.
thing I was seeing. You know.
Oh no. Who?
What?
Oh no. Zitchy, what'd you do to your
What?
locks?
What are you talking about? I cut my hair?
What'd you do to your lovely locks?
I cut my hair so I could finally donate it to charity.
Aw.
And stop choking on it in the middle of the night.
I'm in the process of growing mine out again. It's a nightmare.
Oh,
I'm in that
This-
weird phase where I can't put it back, and so it's just always everywhere.
yeah. Mine was, it was just too long now.
Yeah.
Ah.
What's the name of the charity that you give it to?
Zach's charity,
No, come on. What's the name of it?
children with hair loss. It's not even like
No.
I'm telling you, that's what it's like
That's
called.
the
It's
name
not-
of it?
Yeah, it's not even like a clever name.
Children with hair
I
loss?
think I think one of them is called Locks of Love.
That's like a popular one, yeah, as well. I looked up both childrenwithhairloss.us.
Yeah, you're
Uh,
pulling it off. You look like a Fast and Furious character.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's great.
One.
Okay.
It
You
means they're like twinsies now. I think it's great.
You can have any
Eventually-
beer here as long as it's a Corona.
Yeah, you look like when Dom gets out of the car in the first street race and like he dabs that guy up. Like you're one of those guys that he's just like, "What's up to?"
Yeah. Cool.
The LA
What I-
street race scene. Come on over here.
Yeah.
Get in the street race scene.
Dark Page says,
boy.
says James beat a boss. I don't think I did. Did I beat a boss?
When
No.
No.
Morgan
Maybe
beat
I
a
was-
boss.
Yeah,
Dark
Morgan beat
Page
a boss.
sounded a little like Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Ken, okay, I'm buying this. Looks awesome. Expert gameplay, Morgan. Can't wait to see you play again 5 minutes into the next video. Just kidding, James. I'm sure you'll do great. I did play this entire thing.
Yeah, this entire video until like just at the end. I think, and you were pushing it too far. I don't exactly remember what happens, but I was begging you to stop.
Stop playing?
I don't know what happened. Like, I think you die at the end, and now I'm going to start up and I think be at a boss.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have a 5-minute turn. Just probably less. It's probably going to be like a 2-minute turn.
You gotta
Just
get
like
better.
the beginning. At the beginning of this video, I got one try at that boss, didn't I?
I let you start. You did the tutorial.
Whatever. Anyway, so
Which reply would you like?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. That makes no sense for sure.
Plasmid overdose. Poor James giving Morgan compliment after compliment. 3 minutes and 58 seconds. And Morgan can't just give him 1, 20, 30. LOL. Anyway, great video.
Apparently, this is James giving the compliments.
Oh man, you're so good at this game. Yeah. That's compliment. I was praise, which is
Frick.
sometimes the coaching you need to give.
This is. We just picked up the game too. Like this is my first try on this game.
Oh, you did a good job there, man.
No, this is video. Yeah, I guess it is your first try, huh? Yeah, baby, that was good. God, I'm a smart guy. You could probably do that here too. Well, no, you gotta
I was
go
the one that figured out
to the
how to
side
do this.
first. No compliment. And it doesn't even need a compliment, just a thank you for helping him solve that puzzle that, let's be honest, he'd have never figured out on his own. He'd uninstalled that game, and like that would have been the end of the run of Death's Door.
You seemed so happy with yourself, and Morgan's just blank faced, not going to give you any satisfaction whatsoever. Just like,
No. But now is a good
Apologize.
opportunity for him too, because I'm sure in retrospect he regrets not saying thank you. Morgan?
No, I don't.
No regrets.
Yeah, I don't live my life with regrets. I live it a quarter mile at a time.
Oh God.
All right,
Can't
Jasper
quote
says
shit.
great. What? Great progression. You can revisit areas later with new skills, so you could break that wall, for example.
That's the plan. Sounds like
A
kind of
little bit like
sarcastic.
snotty. Like, yeah, obviously that's the plan.
Yeah.
Don't say good. The good to know works too well. That's the plan. Is the most
The
inappropriate
plan.
answer.
I hope we're single-handedly ruining the YouTube AI chat response. They're like, this is how humans talk to each other.
Yep, that's how you do it. Break the machine learning algorithms.
Solution for the garden puzzle. So this is from Sparion. The solution for the garden puzzle at 34 or 38 can be found inside the manor on an item. All right, these are the tips we need.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this puzzle.
Just desecrate the tomb real quick.
It tells you the order that you need to break them in.
Well, my nose.
Probably.
All right.
But wouldn't it be faster for us to just randomly try hitting one?
I mean, it was worth a shot just in case, like it was like an X or something like that. But it's hard to hit only one in that little thing. Oh, maybe you have to do it with arrows. Good idea. No, arrows to only kill one. Well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. All right. And Pill says, a nice game indeed, but how slow you earn souls is annoying. I agree. Looking
Yeah, I
forward to
agree.
more.
Yeah, it is a little slow. You're like, oh, I've just beat this boss in this other area. I should probably have enough to level up, but you do not.
You're like a third of the way there.
Yeah.
Dark Page says, Morgan clutches hell. I don't know if it's this. The more I'm complimenting him, the more I'm realizing probably anybody could do that.
But James,
Anybody.
you have to ask yourself, are you giving me compliments so that I'll give you compliments back? Or is it
Yeah.
because you generally
Yeah.
feel like,
No.
so
No.
that's toxic.
Come on. You're a good guy. You should know how this works.
No, that's not why you give compliments. This is why I'm not just like, if I give you a compliment, like it's gonna make your head grow too big.
No.
Yeah.
I got a tiny head as it is.
Yeah, I'll give you that compliment. You have a very tiny head, James.
All right. So that's Death's Door.
That's Death's Door.
James is ready to move on.
Oh, here it is. This took a
look
while
at
to
that
come out.
wall of text.
Yeah.
That's got to be amazing, Jays.
Oh yeah, the other thing I did is I did all the read mores before we started, so that you knew in advance before Jay's lured you into one of these traps where you think, oh, it's only one sentence, and then you need to make sure you've had a drink and warmed your voice up before you go into one of Jay's comments, because you might, do your vocal cords some damage. Hero's comment in the chat has made me laugh. Hi, GameFront. 75% of you are looking great today.
Oh wow, now we have to fight it out to figure out who's who.
Who's the 25%?
I mean, if it's something to do with the blue light, this is a choice. This is a choice.
He didn't say it was you.
Same with me and my bald head.
Yeah.
Anyway.
El Scorcho says, since you asked for opinions on the co-op, I hated it. They were the only videos in the entire series I didn't watch to completion. I much prefer the pass and play style. Just my thoughts. Me too, actually. So I'm glad. And I kind of cheated. I've read some of these comments already. But I totally agree. It sounds like I wasn't enjoying the co-op more. It was such a pain in the ass to try to join up. But anyways, Amazing Jay says genius title. That must have been you, Danny. I did not make that title. Smelting accident.
I couldn't think of a title, so I came up with that. Since you seem to be fighting the smelter demon constantly. Anyway,
that's a good one. Let's see this wall of text.
Did somebody want? I mean, I could take it.
I
was a bit of a mix. Oh, you got it, Danny?
I could do it. I can do it.
Okay.
Co-op was a bit of a mixed bag for me. I was looking forward to the ultimate challenge of James versus the Fume Knight, since he never got to play through any of the DLCs all the way through. But at the same time, my voice has gone already. It seemed to be a new fun experience for the two of you, and watching you two have fun always makes the video fun. I think in the past, comments have stated that each of the DLCs has 3 bosses, and one of the bosses in each DLC is more geared towards co-op than anything else. So for the Sunken King DLC, it was the boss that you missed and haven't gone back to. For the Iron King DLC, it was the Smelter Demon, and then there's also one final DLC. I'll note that what makes these bosses particularly suited for co-op isn't necessarily their difficulty, although the one in the final DLC is famously difficult. It's that From Software always giving you 2 NPC summon signs right next to the bonfire, and that even getting to the boss door is sort of a ridiculous gauntlet. So having the co-op buddy is useful before you even get to the boss. On hand, something just clicked there. On hand, I think the non-co-op parts of the DLC have some really interesting and insightful encounters and NPC invaders that are a breadth beyond anything that the shallow base game provides or offers, but that if you just do the whole DLC in co-op every step of the way, it might trivialize or minimize the ingenuity of these encounters. You breeze past them with team-up advantage. On the other hand, I think it's important to make sure that you guys are having fun playing and enjoying what you do. If you need co-op to breathe fresh air life into the playthrough and keep it fun, then do what you have to do. I know others have expressed their impatience for you to wrap up Dark Souls 2 via videos, but I, for one, have enjoyed this playthrough all the way through and have never found a game stale, ever. The worst parts are where you two are actively working to undermine each other for too long, and it causes you to stay stuck on a trivial boss for more episodes than is necessary. The best part about Dark Souls 2 is the DLC. The main game made by From's B team. Is it really? Interesting. And it was clear when the DLC first launched how much better the content and ideas had gotten. In my opinion, this is the worst part of the game to phone in or fast forward through, since this is the only part that James hasn't played, and we've never gotten to witness him attempt anything but a little bit of the first DLC in his previous playthroughs, with the possible exception of the co-op area in the final DLC. I think you should be able to easily complete the rest of the DLC, plus Dark Lurker, plus the new final boss without too much trouble while the servers are down. I'm going to take a drink of water, thank you.
Oh my goodness. Great job, Danny. But you know what? This was important. I did not read all of that before. So that was important news. Yeah, because the Fume Knight, once we get in there, doesn't really feel like it's the worst, most difficult boss I've seen. But the run there is so painful and so frustrating that now that instead of thinking about the co-op person helping at the boss, the co-op person's to help you get to the boss. That's a different way to look at it that I've never looked at. Because Dark Souls 2 is famously known for having awful boss runs. I've heard they changed that in Elden Ring. All right. Then Elmano Mike says, I've known about music having the ability to make you remember a moment in time. Uh-oh.
Whoa, did that guy just fall asleep?
Wow. All the bodily functions at once. Check your pants, James. Check your pants.
Oh man, that was a sneak that came out of nowhere. I've known about music having the ability to make you remember a moment in time and place. But imagine something being able to smell what you are imagining. That's the next level shit. Just like how Coolio looks now in Days. Yeah, good progress, by the way.
Were you guys singing a Coolio song? What's up with the jab at Coolio?
I think we were talking about 1, 2, 3, 4. Get your woman on the floor.
Wait, why are you doing it at 33 rotations per minute instead of 44 rotations per minute?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember if that was
vital player's broken.
I'm also trying to remember because in my mind that song was dirty, but I guess now in retrospect it's not really that dirty.
Though we cover it in the video. The only reason
I know
about that song is because he was on the Muppets.
I guess so. No, that's not true. It's not because it was on the Muppets. I was a Coolio. I liked the album. I think it was Gangster's Paradise. I had that album when it came out because it was in Dangerous Minds movie. It was one of the first CDs I ever had.
If I remember correctly from when I edited it, I think you were surprised that it was on the Muppets.
Yeah.
Weren't you?
Because he thought it was dirty. He thought getting your woman on the floor was not a dance floor, but like a sex
that was it. Yeah. Because why wouldn't it? Why? Yeah, that was a leap of the imagination.
Morgan, you thought he was trying to sing like Mambo No. 5, right?
I did think he was trying to sing Mambo. He was like 1, 2. Well, you heard the pace he was singing it at.
Yeah, I know.
It was
It's
like
true.
1, 2, 3, and 4. I was like, "What are you singing? What's happening right now?"
Lou
All right,
Bega
well-
featuring James Heaney, Mambo number 5.
All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Ken says, have to play co-op because it's too difficult for one person? Nah, you just got to get good. On a serious note, I didn't love the co-op. I think passing the controller's more fun to watch. But I'm going to watch anything you do anyways, regardless of how you play.
That's the attitude.
That's the attitude.
Where's the dark genius? You hearing this? Yeah, I'm gonna start calling out individual subscribers.
If they're going to be playing with themselves, you just watch, okay? You sit there and watch and you like it.
Mm-hmm.
These grown men are going to play with themselves. You're going to like it.
and Dark Page mentioned that you also pretended like you didn't know what Mambo number 5 was.
I still don't really 100% know, but you did get, it's the one that goes 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that we are all alive. I don't know the words, but that's the song.
I think
right?
that James can take any beat and turn it into the Bears rap song. What is that? The something shuffle?
Super Bowl Shuffle.
The Super Bowl shuffle. Yeah, whatever rap song he's singing, or any song that has like anything that's not like a melodic beat goes straight to that.
The Super Bowl shuffle or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so now, Morgan, this is what Ken says next. No one cares about this loser boss. Just skip it, please, or the whole game.
Oh wow.
Right after you compliment Ken.
That's insane.
You
He's
gotta call
literally
him
gone
out.
from "I will watch anything you do" to "Please skip the whole game."
Or move
That's an
on to something else.
extreme.
We could do it. We could just drop Dark Souls 2
No.
and
No.
You should
Can't
finish
do-
it.
Yeah, we
Alright.
gotta finish it.
But I think maybe you should skip certain bits. Maybe.
I think we just gotta do it, pass and play. We can beat anything if we put our minds to it. The Dark Genius says DS2 lives! Though I'm kind of worried about what's going to happen to this series when Elden Ring releases Friday. Anyway, I kind of prefer the pass and play over the co-op. Co-op's fun, but it kind of kills the challenge. You guys rolled Fume Night, which was a disappointment. Which I believe is that the boss that we bonfire static back on accident?
Yep. You can
We
go back
could
and
be
find
him
them
again. And referring to the DLC co-op focused areas, there's only 4 of them. Cave of the Dead in Shelva, Iron Passage in Alones, Memories in a Broom Tower, and Frozen Outskirts in Elam Loyas. So it's not like co-op is needed in each episode. Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah, we'll just skip it.
The whole game.
First Squirrel, how does Morgan not recall smells or sounds or emotions? And how does James not have faster than 10 megabyte uploads? What kind of world do we live in? So I can't recall, like, I can't generate smells or sounds in my head.
You can
but,
generate smells. Oh, okay, go ahead.
like, I don't like, you know, I don't like if I think about apple pie, I don't smell apple pie. But emotions is normally how all of my memories are based. It's like, what did this thing make me feel? That's the thing that I remember.
You remember what that apple pie made you feel?
Yeah.
What were you doing to the apple pie?
Exactly
Eating
what
it.
that movie show. Oh, yeah,
Uh-huh.
eating it.
Yeah.
Right after
Okay.
I got done. Danger Dad. Well, you guys make this great game look horrible, and I love it.
James, Morgan, and mouse cursor. Was my mouse cursor on the screen the whole time?
I think so.
That sucks. Sorry.
Neolite, next month will be the 2-year anniversary of this playthrough, and it's still going strong with just a few minor bumps. And since Elden Ring is less than a week from now, and we don't know how long it will take you to finish, it might reach a 3 years mark with Dark Souls 2 still unfinished. That's
we're gonna do it.
wild. It's been 2 years.
It's
Yeah,
a good
it
game.
feels sick. It's a good game.
Pelagius. I wonder if James Betterhalf abuses his imagination during arguments. What's that mean? Oh, I see what you mean. It's fine to continue as is. Whole thing is doable solo, and summoning is a pain in the butt anyways. Well, what he's saying is like what you just did earlier, you said apple pie, and my imagination brought me in front of a picnic table, like red and white checkered tablecloth on this picnic table, and I was about to eat this apple pie. I could smell it, I could feel it. Yeah, and you do that to me sometimes. I don't know if you realize that, but yeah, that's the world that I live in.
Cue
That-
slow-mo, Morgan
that
jumping through the air with his pants around his ankles, landing into the box.
Oh, Zach, stop it! Stop it!
That makes your
That's-
mind so fragile, though, because then anyone could just tell you something gross and it could wreck your brain.
Yeah, please don't. Please don't.
That's
Oh,
wild.
do you know how I make donuts? I just get a roll of dough and I just start fucking the holes.
Do you have a donut recipe? I love making donuts.
Me too. I'll send you the recipe.
Yeah, raised
I
though,
was-
not cake.
I was going home from. I'll save that story for later.
Okay, bunk bed
donuts
story.
and
What's
bunk
this one
beds.
called? Donuts
I
and
This
bunk
one's the
beds.
donut
Karen's
story.
diabetic.
You got it.
But it's a
Well,
different kind of. But remind me, it's a different kind of donut.
Amazing Jays, I think you guys should feel free, all clear to complete this DLC by beating the remaining 2 bosses and making sure you use all your smelter wedges to get all the soul shards. By making sure you get all smelter wedges, it guarantees that you beat all invaders in this DLC. This boss in particular, you've demonstrated you can consistently get to him without too much trouble. Once you realize that the way to consistently dodge all of his attacks in his third form is to just always roll toward his side and behind his back, under whichever hand is swinging the weapon, then the boss fight itself is a C-A-K-.
It's C, cakewalk.
Oh, cakewalk. You just never, ever want to roll backwards, except when you need to dodge his jumping thrust attack, because his third phase has too many attacks that kill you at 60% health or below when you roll backwards. This boss is just as easy or as hard as the original Smelter Demon fights. He's got higher stats here, but so should you.
Mm-hmm. All right, we can do it.
We can do it. Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Crispy says most channels hide all that tech troubleshooting behind a professional facade, but not GameFront. But what other channels would include? What other channels would include a 20-minute discussion about the nature of memory and almost no gameplay-related conversation in an hour-long Dark Souls video? Another cool video, thanks.
I mean, we can only talk about Dark Souls for so long, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's been 2 years.
2 years.
Oh, I feel bad. Dark Page 1417. James has gained skills over the years. Ooh, let's see that.
Well, let's see it. I hope it's not okay.
That's Look at the go.
I should have known.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I
for
shoulda
a
known.
second there.
How does it make you feel, James, that people are impressed when you make basic dodges?
Those aren't basic dodges, okay? First off, get basic, Morgan. All your dodges are basic. Those were incredible dodges. Some of them didn't work. Those were the not good dodges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dark Page
Dark
James
Page-
wants to eat a whole apple pie to himself.
Come on, stop it. Now I'm
Yeah,
seeing
James
myself-
can eat it right after I get done with it.
And I get thirds, or
Oh my god, this is such a filling apple pie.
Ew.
Tech for too long. Yo, well, I think I finally have stopped pissing my pants laughing over the fact that a game stream somehow devolved into James saying he could hear an apple pie sitting there, and then a few seconds, and then Morgan's eyes squint, and he says, "Wait, so you're telling me you can hear an apple pie sitting there silently?" Yeah, I can. Now, I'm telling you guys, this is gold. Haha. I'm starting to laugh all over again. Hilarious stream. Really enjoyed it. No gaming, just bitching about rando stuff. I loved it. Thank you so much. I needed it this weekend.
Oh boy.
Wait, can you?
Are you telling me you can't imagine the silence of an apple pie sitting there?
I don't understand what this is.
I just don't understand what the problem is. Like, that should be the easiest thing to imagine in the world.
the apple
not a
pie in my
matter
mind
of-
isn't silent though.
Oh, I mean, that's
Ew, what's it doing?
It's screaming, but it's also muffled because it has a dick in its apple pie mouth.
Oh no!
Wow.
He just did it. He did it. He
went
said the
there.
pie powder.
He crossed the
out
line.
loud. Yeah, we knew he was going to do it. It was just a matter of time.
They're asking me to leave. I have to go.
Bye-bye.
The Starbucks is not happy when I show up with all this stuff, and I
Ken says in the Twitch chat, apple pie with a creamy filling, and there's two styles of apple pie, and one of them calls for adding flour to the apple mixture, and I do not prefer that method, and I think that's the creamier of the two.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture flour as a like I've never had an apple pie like that.
You have,
But
you just didn't
you
know
would
it.
think that.
It's
Yeah.
like used as a thickening agent, so
Yeah,
it
but
it
usually
makes
the thickening, I imagine, must be gelatin because it's kind of like a clearish. It doesn't look cloudy.
That's the other style. That's a reduced, and it's not gelatin. It's just reduced down with sugar.
Yeah, that's what makes it gooey.
Yeah.
Hey. Sparian says 629. You can feel pain in his voice here.
Oh no.
It's probably my voice. I felt a lot of pain in my day.
Yep.
Okay, you almost got him.
I mean,
So,
are we
right
just
about
doing one
that.
life each?
You almost got him. Wow, I'm a dick. Just casual. Oh, you almost got him. Not even a wink or nothing.
I wouldn't blame you if you just skipped this one. The run to the boss is becoming an insanity. Yeah, it is becoming pretty crazy. But I
We're so
mean,
close at this
we're
point.
so
We've
close.
already
I mean, we
invested.
probably only have to kill these guys a handful of more times before they're never going to come back again, and we can promenade our way to the boss door.
Yeah. I think we got to do it. And James, we'll get James to tell these stories about the donuts and the bunk beds, and it'll be fine. You guys will love it.
Oh, donuts in
Yeah.
the bunk beds.
The two
Tell me
stories were really
more.
good. I don't know. It's weird. I'll be right back.
This is really exciting for me to read because this is like seeing the prequel notes to what. Oh, you know what? Never mind. There's no reason to spoil stuff.
Well, I mean, I think people will have
Prequel
figured out.
or prequel?
Prequel.
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 What
to
were
the
you
main
saying?
quel. I was going to say,
Prequel.
like, people are probably going to figure out now that the episode after this one, which is already on Patreon.
Oh, it
and,
is.
if you're on the higher tiers of Patreon, so you can go and watch it now if you like. But James is our next special guest.
Yeah.
But not for this one. This was the
Not for
Onion
this one.
Night special, as it were. Even though not all of it's about maybe a quarter is about the Onion Night, but whatever. We progressed his quest. We progressed his quest a fair way in this
I
episode.
believe so. Yeah, right?
Yeah. Amazing Jays says, "Sweet Friday early release." Yeah, I know it.
Mm-hmm. So was that the early release to Patreon, or was that the early release for YouTube?
Patreon, I think.
Yeah. So we got to wait a whole week almost for the next one to come.
You can go on Patreon now, and it's right there.
Oh, no, you're right. You can go
You
on
mean-
Patreon right now.
Behind the paywall.
Behind the paywall, you can watch it now. But it will come this week, the next one with James. But that's fine because at the moment, we're talking about that. We're
Well,
talking about Onion Boy.
I was watching through this one because I was, anticipating what was next. But okay, and there's some note. Never mind. I don't want to. It hits the questions I have in the comments. So let's just go through the comments.
I'm back.
Welcome back. The Amazing Jays again says that we had a good single episode run with Chilzak. I'm worried that our hero is shouldering too much pressure for this series under the surface. Pressure like grip, 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 and it won't let go.
What's that mean?
I think Jays
grip, grip.
recognizes that I am under a lot of intense pressure to record this series.
Mm-hmm.
And it's taken it now. I mean, I'm not under that much pressure, honestly. I wonder if the gang might benefit from a succinct phrase like "danger, pow pow" to quickly express the point to Danny that he's risking something major if he continues forward with a plan, and should quickly retreat and disengage from enemies in order to get level-headed with the new info that Zach wants to relay him. It's true. I do wander blindly into situations. A warning word might be a useful thing. A safe word.
Okay. Kumquat.
Kumquat. I like that. That's a good safe word. Kumquat. So if you ever say kumquat, I need to retreat and stop doing whatever the hell it is I'm doing. That's the rule.
I cannot wait till that goes wrong and you do not remember what kumquat means, and he's just kumquat, kumquat, kumquat.
Yeah, I'm just blindly
He's gonna
walking
lose
into
Foaming
his
some
at the
mind.
mouth.
horrific
Kumquat.
situation, and he's just stood there screaming kumquat, kumquat, kumquat over
I
and
mean, you
over
can't. You don't absorb anything else. So why all of a sudden are you going to remember kumquat?
again. Because it's such a distinct word.
You should probably find a word that's like Zach uses kumquat often.
It's true.
You need
I
to
wake
find a
up,
word that's very rarely used.
first word comes out, kumquat, right when I wake up.
Amazing Jace has an edit. He says, I actually really like that Zach encouraged Danny to become human and take on the Paladin Leroy Invader. Thank you for the bonus content, sir. And then Amazing Jace continues to go on, and that timed challenge to find the White Titanite slab was very fun.
Oh, yeah.
Paladin Leroy was not as challenging as I thought he would be. And I
But you're
think
already an expert at fighting invaders and stuff. You should be fine.
It's true. Thanks to your previous coach who really put your
Well,
feet
no,
in the fire.
I was the invader, and I did
that's
terribly
true.
at every single invasion that I did. What was it again? Like I just died on the first one, and then the second guy was AFK. The third guy had a friend, and then I died, but then he died because an NPC shot an arrow in his back. And then the third one was just a 15-minute waste of time. It was terrible. No one wants to watch.
I
Did
would.
you get your humanities or not?
Exactly. You got what you came for, right?
It
So
worked.
pick up your apple pie and fuck off.
Okay.
And
Amazing
can you
Jace-
hear it in the windowsill?
Yeah, I
That's
can.
crazy.
Can you hear that silence? Wouldn't it make a slight, maybe if it had just come fresh out of the oven, would it make a slight
Nope.
bubbling kind of sizzling noise?
See, that's
For
what I
maybe,
envision.
Like how long is the pie gonna remain bubbling like that?
Seconds, but if it's fresh out of the oven. He may have just picked up on it.
But that's not. He's saying he can hear the silence of it.
You can smell it, James. And then that's the.
Mhm. Mhm.
Anyway,
That's the
That's not-
wild part.
let's not go down that rabbit hole again. The
What is
Amazing
smelling but hearing from the nose?
Yes. Thank you, Zach.
This is very philosophical for you two, frankly.
Amazing Jay's nice job with the Unite quest, guys. You did need to answer yes to his daughter at both the Duke's Archives and the
Okay.
Firelink Shrine, which you successfully accomplished in the video. Kudos. Tim Peoples.
I'm
Hope
glad
to
I
see
did the right
some
thing.
Elden Ring videos coming soonish. I'll avoid spoilers, but I'll begin playing day one. Took a vacation day for a long weekend. Cheers.
Yep.
Redland 5. People who know the Weeble classics are my kind of people. What's a Weeble?
Weeble wobble.
What was it?
I'm
It was
brain farting. What did we do?
Budges.
yeah.
Mushrooms.
Budges.
Good old days. Ken Eric, number 86, the 86 Ken Eric in the line of Ken Eric says, "Oh, Danny boy, the lords are calling."
Ken comes in again with Sir Davos. Must be the Danny's favorite character in Game of Thrones. I wanted him to have a better life, says Zach.
That's what Sir Davos says about his son. And then the guy's like, "Where's your son?" He's like, "He's dead. He followed me into battle. Listened to me."
There are parallels there, which I'm.
Oh, spoiler! Sorry, spoilers for Game of Thrones.
Wait, who hasn't watched Game of Thrones?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Oh yeah,
Pill.
and they do refer to him as the Onion Knight.
Yeah, I was going to
Disgusting.
say there's an onion night in that as well. There you go.
But that's what we've been aiming for, and a win is a win. GG. Onion Knight quest is on track. Next step is the easiest to fail, but it's ways away and plenty of time to prepare.
Morgan, explain something to me. Yeah, so I'm going through this game, and like every boss I come across, like I'm doing a great job. I defeat them pretty much in one go, and people are calling it disgusting, and they're saying that it's a bad thing, and I don't understand why they don't appreciate my expert gameplay.
Well, you're probably way over leveled, like a really disgusting amount of over leveled.
How can you be over leveled? You can only level to the point that the game allows you to level. It's
No,
not.
you could
It's,
just sit in the one area and grind and grind and grind and grind and grind.
Has he done that?
I did no grinding, not a single grind. No grindy grind.
Don't
He's-
lie. That apple pie doesn't even exist anymore. You ground it into the ground.
When did I grind?
I don't know. For some reason, you've become over leveled.
It's because he's so good. And yeah, you know what's disgusting? The feeling of jealousy pouring over
Yeah.
you watching Danny crush this game.
This is
Yeah,
who Danny
it
needed
is
to back him.
disgusting.
Thank you, James. Thank you.
No, just you know what
You
you
have
had
done a
very
service
little
and showed
wasted
people
souls.
what's possible.
Yeah, that's true. This is a true expert walkthrough.
Thank you.
And I'm just a bitter baby.
You know, I have become. I think in the beginning I wasn't paying attention to, but I think I am a little bit better at trying not to waste souls anymore. There was that one incident where I lost a shit ton of them, but you know, outside of that, they mostly get spent. I think.
Yeah, you've allocated and used your souls well, where some people, if they weren't being like walked through areas, would probably have lost more.
Yeah, it took me years to learn.
So it's Zach's fault.
I don't know if I
Zach-
blame Zach, but
Zach's hand holding has led Danny to a level that he should not be at. So it's just a case of bad coaching, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Danny kept putting his hand near the bonfire, and I slapped his hand away from it. I was like, "No, you're gonna burn yourself. You're gonna hurt yourself, Danny boy. You stay safe. You stay safe, and you get in that Havel's armor."
Oh yeah, he's in Havel's armor. Oh my god. Have you
Rolling
got
around
your
with a
Claymore up to
claymore.
15 yet?
Oh yeah, his Claymore's been plus 15 for a while.
Disgusting.
You know, I think Pill puts it best. I think because I'm going into these things so unassuming and just steamrolling through them, that it's a bit frustrating for people to see when they had such a tough time with it. I think that is that the thing. It's just upsetting for other people because
you know, I used to
am
be
not
really
taking it seriously,
frustrated
though.
watching Michael Jordan seemingly fly across the basketball court and be able to dunk. But you know, that's his skill. Danny, you got skill. You can't feel bad if you start nerfing yourself. What if Michael Jordan nerfed himself? The Bulls would have never gotten those championship rings. You know.
Okay, who lives closest to Danny? Because we need to Tanya Harding this motherfucker. Someone needs to cripple his fingers.
Just one of his
Wow.
finger knuckles.
Okay.
That hurt.
Up a little
Elm-
farther. Elmana Mike 10408. The suspense on Zach is intense. Good job, Danny. Have to get used to the fact that you are a tank and can take damage and not stop causing damage as well. Zach, I'll keep trying to be better. I must goose fraba and challenge myself to relax. Goose
What is
fraba?
Goose Fraba?
Goose fraba is something that Inuits would say to their children to calm them down.
I'm a Wusa man.
Goose fraba. Goose fraba. It's also in a movie called Anger Management.
You don't do Wusa from Bad Boys 2?
No, don't remember that.
He rubs his ear. Wusa, Wusa.
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
No, I don't remember that either.
You guys don't
But
remember Bad Boys 2?
Oh,
That-
no,
not that
I never
scene
saw- You know
specifically.
what?
I remember-
I
He does
never
it
saw
throughout-
that movie.
He does it
I
throughout
never
the
saw that
entire
movie.
movie.
Oh, really? They're just rubbing each other's earlobes and saying
Yeah,
"Goose fraba," or
Yeah,
"Wusa."
Wusa, because he's trying to do stress management, but he's also the captain does it as well. They're both in the same system, anger management system. Come on,
Oh,
guys.
Yeah,
okay.
maybe
It is
Get
coming. Joe
down
Pantalone.
with
I
the
can remember him
Bad
now doing it.
Boys
Yeah.
Universe. You never
The
challenged
old-
me on Bad Boys.
Oh, that's what Marvel needs to do. They need to bring the bad boys into the universe.
There's a where was I? Oh, I was at the movies last night. I saw Moonfall. Wow. We'll talk about that later. It's terrible.
I really want to see Moonfall.
But there's a Switch commercial with Jessica Alba, and the only reason that I really liked that commercial is because I was imagining it inside the Bad Boys universe because she played Martin Lawrence's sister's character in LA's Finest, the spin-off TV show of Bad Boys. So I was
Jessica
imagining-
Alba?
I think that's her name.
No,
You know, there's only
Jessica
one thing I
Alba's
took
like-
away from that comment,
that's the girl from Sin City.
and it's that you imagined that took place in the world of that show that you're talking about.
Yeah,
What
as I
was
that
see it
like
in
for
my
you?
brain, I just put it in context, like, oh, this commercial is taking place in that thing. It's not
Could you
Jessica
could
Alba,
you
it's
smell the
Jessica
commercial? Could you tell the commercial was
Biel?
like playing because you could smell it? You could,
No, it's not Jessica Biel either. Oh no! All right, I gotta look this up.
well, because you're talking about Martin Lawrence's sister. The character that she's partnered with in the show is either Jessica Alba or Jessica
Oh,
Biel.
it is Jessica Alba. Yeah, I was right.
But that's not his sister.
The sister is Gabrielle Union, and then Jessica
Yeah.
Alba is her partner. Yeah,
Okay. So it is Alba because we had this conversation. I
and
feel
we'll have
like.
it again. So just buckle
For the
up.
rest of time. Yeah. Eternal sunshine of the spotless mind. I'm gonna go get my brain wiped, guys.
Ooh, would you get your brain wiped if you could?
Oh God, yes. Hell
Really?
yeah. Oh yeah. Take away those horrible memories I have.
You know,
Ooh.
I would obviously never do that, but wouldn't it be great if you could take like the memories of like that one TV series that you really watched and erase them, so then you could watch it again for the first, because it's always the best the first time when you don't know what's going to happen. Wouldn't it be great if you
What
could
if instead of watching the series in the first place, you could embed somebody else's memory of watching the show so you could enjoy it instantly?
That's the worst way around.
Whoa.
What do you
just,
mean?
because then you're just feeling like, oh, I've already seen it.
Yeah, but you will have remembered watching it and how much
but
you
you wouldn't-
enjoyed
but
it.
you-
You didn't
but
have to. You
When
didn't
you
spend
watch
the time
no,
doing
this
it.
is that's ridiculous. No, that's ridiculous. You're an idiot. Right, moving on.
Oh, jeez, that's a little harsh.
Sorry,
Um,
sorry.
Took him to the limit.
Sorry,
Oh.
I don't know why. I don't know why I went off the deep end there. I apologize.
I think
Um,
I'm right. Like if you couldn't,
No,
if you
no,
could have
No.
all the
This wasn't
memories
an this.
of
This
enjoying
was.
it.
I
You never
apologize,
back
but
down.
that
Never
that
back
wasn't an
down against
invitation
him,
to
or he'll
continue.
keep coming at you.
Yeah. Oh my. Jesus Christ.
Wouldn't you want like if
Anyway.
you could have the memory of slaying a dragon and like all of these things that you didn't have to actually do?
James,
but
can
that
you
memory-
imagine a world where you have the memory that you slayed a dragon, but you live in this reality where there are no dragons, and you're running around telling people about how you slayed a dragon, and it's 100% real to you?
Isn't that like Don Quixote?
Yeah.
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 Well, I
This
mean,
just.
I would know the memory's not real, but I'd still have the memory. You can't take
No.
it from me.
Well,
I
that's
lost the
no.
memory, and it was
Sorry,
in my
stop. That's just having an imagination because
Yeah.
you know it's not
Oh,
real.
Crazy.
If you imagined you had really slayed a dragon and then you were going around trying to convince people you'd slayed a dragon, I think this is the quickest way to get yourself sectioned under the Mental Health Acts that I've
Well,
ever
then-
seen.
Here's my
And-
argument to you, Danny. Then I'd put that same argument to you. You could go watch that series again for the first time and
Yeah.
think to yourself, you're enjoying it for the first time, but that's not real. That's just your imagination. You really already had an experience with this show.
No, but I'm feeling the emotion of enjoying it for the first time.
But it's not real. It's not
Doesn't
real. You
matter
already
if it's-
had those emotions.
Doesn't matter. Video games are not real. I still enjoy them for the first time. That's not the point.
And
The
I
point
enjoy
is-
the memory of beating that dragon. Let me tell you about it.
It's the worst. It's
Have
the
we-
worst.
we've
Yeah,
read
let's move on.
that. Okay. The Dark Genius.
Sorry.
Point of contention. Zach, stop horning about the damn shield. Making it fire didn't unupgrade it. A basic fire magic weapon is the equivalent of a +6 base weapon. That's an interesting thing to know. Granted, it's not really useful beyond the fact that it now has slightly better fire damage compared to physical, which no one cares about on a shield. But you've been blowing a non-issue out of proportion for several episodes now. It's grating. This is a bit
Oh,
harsh.
wow. Get him.
Um,
Get him, Dark.
Anyway, good job making it through the Tomb of Giants. Thank you. Now, hopefully, you won't have to use the deaths you saved on the boss. I mean, you haven't technically cleared the area, but you don't really need the large divine ember. And while you doubtlessly find use from the silver ring, it isn't needed. By the way, if the reviving skellies become a serious problem, you could always go and get a divine club.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You should have a base occult club from the same stash of chests you got Havel's armor in, which can be downgraded into a +5 divine weapon, which is the equivalent of a +10 base weapon, which I'm
Oh.
only explaining because apparently someone
With
doesn't
a
know
Z.
how upgrading works in this game.
Oh, my.
Wow,
Oh, my.
that is a level 10 roast.
Oh, no.
Oh, you could read my retorts, and it was a +10. I'm almost 100%.
Ooh, Pill's got a Twitch chat as well. Lies. Shield's stability stat has dropped after making Elemental, which is basically the most important stat that determines how much stamina you
Ooh.
lose from blocking.
I
Ooh.
shoot, and Pill
Ooh.
comes up with the alley oop or some shit that happens in sports, and
Oh
boom,
my
goal.
And, you know,
Pill. Thank you, Pill.
it's an interesting afternoon when Pill and Zach are teaming up together to take down the
Yeah.
Dark Genius.
Speaking of signs of the apocalypse.
To be fair, Dark Genius and I have a beautiful back and forth, and maybe he does come to prove something, but still.
Well,
Zach, I thought it was a +10 when he made it a fire shield, but Zints, I don't know. He mockingly uses the Z. I don't know. Also, don't act like Mum one knows that, or James one. Wait, that's
What
me
the
and James.
Bring me
How do we
into
get? How do we get drug into this?
Don't
Rude.
take me into this.
You know the Dark Genius rebuttal. You know now. I want to go back and check if it was +5 or +10 when he ascended it. I might be blinded by rage over the repeated hawing. Can't though, as I have an exam in 7 hours and need sleep. Maybe when I'm done with that, if y'all aren't already at fan mail by then. Granted, it will still wouldn't really matter. Upgrading shields in Dark Souls 1 basically only gives them damage, near useless, and minor stability increases, useful on shields actually used for blocking. Making them elemental gives them a minor boost to defense against the element, which is then only barely upped when upgrading. And now that I've actually checked, doesn't even hurt their other resistances, only a minor reduction in stability over the equivalent normal level. So Genius knows about the stability as well. Oh wow, you guys really get into it. All right.
I can confirm, by the way, it was +10 before I nerfed it. So
Zach's real boy has exam continues to write 2 paragraphs. Good luck on your exam, dude. I'll do the deep dive on this end. You got this. Some of you guys are way too effing smart. I am very thankful for you guys bringing your A game. I am very rusty and not too knowledgeable about upgrading outside of my playing style. Thanks. Aw.
I think you read that in the wrong tone.
Yeah.
This is the way he said it. He said, has exam, continues to write 2 paragraphs. Good luck on your exam, dude. I'll do the deep
Oh god,
dive
not
on
the
this
Hulk
now.
Hogan again.
You
Oh,
got
God.
this. You got this? Some of you guys are way too effing smart. I'm thankful that you guys are bringing your A game. I'm rusty and not too knowledgeable about the upgrades outside of my playing style. Thanks. I think that was
Wait, was it sarcastic?
Yeah,
No,
the way
I'm
you said
kidding. I'm
thanks
totally
at the end
kidding.
It seems so sweet when I was reading it.
Yeah, I think I even if Zach was trying to be sarcastic, it's a sweet comment.
It comes
That
off as
is.
sweet. Yeah, we see your sweetness. You can't hide it, Zach.
You can't hide it.
The chat is actually in shock about how surprisingly nice the answer was from Zach. So.
But is it sarcastic? I guess that's the question. If it's all
No, I don't think it was.
I think with the emoji on the end, it's not sarcastic. If it was just a full stop, if you end it with a full stop, that's the full on. I'm in a bad
thanks.
mood. ... Yeah.
I did a normal smiley face. I didn't do like a wink after the good luck on your exam, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
nice.
wink would have actually changed everything if you put a winky face in there.
Genius says that he thinks he did well on his exam, so
That's
like
good
he did.
news. Well done.
Yeah,
and doubtlessly is a word, Danny.
And then
good. Okay.
Zach didn't go do the deep dive.
I did.
Where do you put it?
Oh, well, I went to bed like after that, so he said we were going to talk during a fan mail by then or something. If you aren't all at
I'll
fan
do the
mail.
deep dive on this end.
Yeah.
So what was the deep dive?
deep dive into his
What did-
bed.
What did
Sounds
you?
like he deep-
I looked it up. I saw a video that it happened in.
So we've established that it was +10, and now it's not +10. It's the equivalent of +6. But I nerfed all of the thing that I actually carry it around for, which was the stamina boost.
Is there not
no
a way to
stamina
undo
boost
it?
doesn't. I don't think
Ah.
you can, but the stamina boost you didn't affect. I don't think so.
He might as well take it off.
I
though,
misread
for
what
just,
Phil said.
even if it's a small stability decrease, he's going to use the shield every once in a while to block, right?
Stability stat. The stability.
No, I think we've now decided that he has a better shield to use for blocking if he's going to need to actually block.
Oh, then it's a non-issue. Let's move on, like the Dark Genius is saying.
Yeah, I'll stop hawing.
Cool. Danger Dad says, please
Stephen
go to the.
hawing.
Danger Dad says, please go to the Four Kings before you fight Sif. It's what this playthrough really needs. Okay. We'll get around to that eventually. Or will we? I don't know. Have we done that? I don't know. Neolite, oh man, this is going to be a steamroll playthrough. Aside from some stupid mistakes that Danny tends to do. By the way, the Mask of the Mother is ugly as sin, but it is also the meta helm in this game, and it gives you more health. Add that to your tank build, and yeah, good game, I guess. Okay, that's a good tip. How can I overpower myself even further? Make notes about this.
See, a good way to like relay sarcasm is putting "I guess" after whatever you say. So if I said "thanks, I guess," then you can say, "Oh, Zach was being sarcastic," much like he's saying "good game, I guess."
Yeah, that's true.
Whether he's being sarcastic or not is irrelevant. I now have another way to tank up my build, and that's the important thing.
I guess. I'm gonna use that phrase a lot. I guess.
Steve the Ghost, I like how you completely missed the ladder at 2810. Don't worry though, just an armor set you wouldn't use.
I guess.
Where did I miss?
It loses
Where
some of its
from it
ranks,
at all?
but-
So like,
Oh,
it's all
yeah,
good.
this isn't me on purpose, by the way. This thing is genuinely
Wait, what are
stuck
you
into
doing
my
down
body.
here?
I can't get rid of it.
Right. It's all
don't know
good.
what am I doing down here.
Everyone who's played this
Oh,
game
I'm
before
going-
knows
I'm going
this
to
is the
find
one
Union.
time you're not
It's
trying
all
to
about
do
Union.
something.
okay.
If you were trying to do it, it'd be a
I was
lot
like,
sadder.
you were here a long time ago.
Steve the Ghost. Also, make sure you check around in Nito's boss room for some shinies. And then finally this week, Jasper Schaap says, Nito is the boss where I stopped playing the game during my first playthrough. It does hurt to see Tanky Dan blow past this without the suffering.
The worst.
And yeah, you were like, God, you're just like kind of like walking away from him, not deciding to hit him the whole time. You're like, I don't want to hurt him. It's like just laying into you.
That's sad.
And you still were able to pull it through.
Turns out that's
You know,
very sad.
I apologize. I didn't expect this playthrough to end in such a, or become such a bitter
It's like
thing
the
for people.
bosses are all now like stormtroopers with their like ability to land a hit, and then you just like come in there Han Solo style, not looking. Oh,
Oh, who did we lose? Must be Morgan.
Nope. Everyone's still there, I think.
What was that sound?
what was that sound?
What was that noise?
What
I have no
happened?
idea. I didn't
Did I get
actually,
disconnected? Can you guys still hear me?
I disconnected from watching the stream.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
like I said, must be more.
we're done with the old comments for this week. It's true.
Look at the egg at the bottom. The eggheads.
The eggheads. What do you mean?
We're
Well,
bald.
me and Zach, we're like twinsies now. It's great. I think you've got a better beard than me. I must admit. I never really. I only let it grow out so long, and then I just have to.
I can't grow any beard hair. This is all pubes.
Ugh.
So do you?
I
Pull
just
them out,
imagine the
of their
taste of that.
the
That was
apple
bad.
pie.
We let Zach out of the box for too long.
Yeah, put me back in the box, please.
You gotta put him back in the box.
Red Crimson set isn't anywhere near a dragon though, unless you mean on the way up to the Valley of the Drake's entrance. I don't know what this conversation is about.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
just kind of confused at what we were talking about from that clip when you were heading down into Blighttown. That ladder led up to the Red Crimson set, is what I think they're just a little confused on.
And
Because
is that-
you come
is
out
that
on the
good?
side of that mountain, right? And you're out by the bridges. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so. But is it worth getting that?
No.
I'm quite happy with my Havels.
No,
armor.
because it's like it's not a set of armor that you need.
Yeah, you have your armor.
Yeah,
You have your end game armor right now.
besides changing into the Mask of the Mother.
You know when you move on to Dark Souls 2, does the stuff that you do in Dark Souls 1 have any impact? Like, can you carry your character up or anything like that? Or is it
Well,
just
Commander Shepard, I think dies at the end of Dark Souls 1.
Don't spoil it.
yeah, no,
my bad,
yeah,
my bad.
I get it. It's funny, but it was a serious question. I don't know. I've never.
No,
played it before.
there is no carryover. That would be pretty cool, but there's not. But you know where it does carry over to? New Game Plus.
Mass Effect 2.
Or actually, I don't know. Does it go to New Game Plus? No,
Dude,
right?
Some things carry over in New Game Plus, like your bonfires that you've kindled. certain things of that.
Not your armor.
I don't think so. You're right. I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
Indy Bob
I don't
says
wanna-
you
Wow.
can carry your skills forward.
Yeah, you can. Honestly, Danny, you can carry your skills you've gained for the rest of your gaming career in any game you play. They can't make you give those skills up at the end of Dark Souls 1.
Oh, is it 2 he dies in? He dies in 2. My bad, everybody.
The important thing is, can I build myself as a tank in 2 and 3?
Or is it 3?
Yeah, you can tank any of them. And I think
Okay.
2 is probably the tankiest of all.
Well, I hope you guys are prepared for 5 years of pure tanky tank, because that's how this will go down.
Wow. How did this happen, Zach? How did we lose another one to strength builds?
I don't know. How the Dex. Well, he's pumping it into Dex now.
Well,
Like a
yeah, now
crazy
that
person.
it's too late.
Yeah.
Dex boys lose again. That's sad.
Yeah. At least he didn't become a mage or something
Oh,
embarrassing.
come
like
on. I was
that.
just thinking to myself,
the
that's
most
what Danny
disgusting
should
of the
really-
classes.
Come
Mhm.
on. A
I just stay
pyro
back here
mage
and
faith
fire
build.
my souls. Pew pew pew.
Can you
Smear
imagine
souls.
like how messed up Danny's view of Dark Souls would be if James was his coach? He'd be like a mage ranger cleric.
So that's why we got to work on this brain wiping thing. We can wipe Danny's brain after this playthrough, and then give him to James, and then James.
Oh
can get-
yeah, and then
and
we'll
then-
wipe him again, and then I'll build him up as Dex.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I think everyone's going to eat their words when they see the kind of coaching I give Danny. It's great coaching.
It's true.
I mean,
It was fantastic.
You
I
are a
wanted
good
to look
coach.
at
It's
the
true.
astrologer class.
Oh, for Elden Ring?
Yeah.
There was one that was just the wretched, what was it? There was something I just saw revealed yesterday where it was a purposeless sodden soul or something like that. It basically seems like it's the what do you call that one awful build? Not the pygmy. Maybe it is the pygmy. What is the worst build? The one that I took for I think Dark Souls 3 in my.
Wretch?
No, the one that you get nothing. The jeez. Somebody's probably already said it in the chat, so I'm gonna look.
Don't
It's
see
the,
anything.
No, it's the one where you get nothing. You
Deprived?
Deprived.
get
2%
deprived. Good
Okay.
God! Did you really have to make me do that to my brain?
It
That's dangerous.
was
I
Pillin
can smell
Xenolite
that
who said it.
smoke. I can smell that smoke coming from there.
Oh wait, what? There's a samurai class? F everything. That's me.
No, you have to go with the build that I'm going to take so that you can help me. I need you to be a mixed build of faith, pyro, and mage.
Nah, I'm gonna actually bow out of that playthrough.
Oh, come on!
You can recruit Zach or Danny, but if you're gonna do it trash style, I want out.
No, I'm not
Ooh.
gonna do it trash style.
You're gonna do it trash
I'm
style.
gonna do it trash style. Come on, trust me.
The confessor has the most starting stats.
What's all this I vote making Danny go deprived in Dark Souls 2 stuff? I don't like the sound of that.
Oh yeah, it just means you start with nothing.
Yeah, but
Yeah, and the least amount
it's
of
not
skill
really
points.
that bad. Yeah, when you end up leveling up fast anyways, it's insignificant. At the end of the day, the gifts you get are the more like the stats you get at the beginning. You can level up so quick.
It's all these
It's not until you-
anti-tank measures that people want to put on me. It's unfair. So it sounds like Elden Ring has fallen apart already. So that's good.
What? Oh, the playthrough? Yeah, I didn't know. I was like hoping that James maybe had gotten over his sickness.
I'm so sick. I will stick to one. I'll tell you what. It's scary, but I'll tell you what, Danny, why don't you put on Patreon a poll, and whatever the winning poll is, whether I like it or not, that's the class I'll stick to. Generally,
Yeah,
that's my
Prophet-
starting class that I'll do, and I'll try to continue through that.
yeah, I'm definitely up with Samurai.
Whoa. You just said you'll try?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like if
So you have to
he
promise.
is physically incapable of committing to something with his words.
If I'm doing it on Patreon, then you're gonna have to commit to whatever you want this.
Well,
to
what
be,
I'm saying
so.
is I will absolutely take that starting class. But if like they want me to be,
Hey, everybody, jump on and make sure you vote for the wretch.
I mean, if that's what you want, sure. I'm not afraid of taking the wretch. I'm just saying that, like, if I get a weapon that's like a sword that's really good, but I was a spellcaster, like maybe I have to switch to the sword. And
I wouldn't. The chat is right. You shouldn't be putting this stuff on it. Just pick one.
No.
You probably want to go with prisoner class. It's the highest starting intelligence.
I'm sticking to it. We can do yeah. Wretch is only hard in the beginning because you got to level up the first beginning ones. But once you level up that, then it's
You're going to be an astrologer.
I'm Danny. I want you to put, and all I'm saying is whatever the poll in Patreon says is the starting class. That's the one I'll take. Going
looks
afterwards
like
forward,
the
I'll go
baker
with my.
class is everyone's choosing the baker class.
Not the candlemaker.
Those are right up, with each.
Yeah, be a prisoner or an astrologer. Those are going to be your two.
Sounds exciting.
Zach, Danny, are you two planning on playing through Elden Ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I've got like another 3 Dark Souls to get through first. But I mean,
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I'm 10 years behind you, so I will be picking up. Elden
You're
Ring.
not skipping the Dark Souls and going straight to Elden Ring. You're going to play through them.
Oh yeah. I'll be picking up Elden Ring in about 2032.
But Zach could start a playthrough of Elden Ring, and Danny could coach him.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Oh my god, that would be pretty funny.
Why would that be funny?
But well, it wouldn't just be funny. I think it would be great.
It'd be deadly serious.
I think what would be funny would be that I think that anytime you flip roles like that, there's some humor that goes alongside it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They've got a
Bob says, you
relationship
got to
very
play
much
all the
based
Dark
on the
Souls, or you'll miss all the backstory for Elden. I guess I'm changing the or something to I guess to bring that back. I guess.
So the poll is now live on Patreon.
Great, awesome.
Which starting class should James be in Elden Ring? And I think it's got.
And you were able to list all the starting classes that fast?
I believe so, unless I've missed any. I think I've got hero, bandit, astrologer, warrior, prisoner, confessor, wretch, vagabond, prophet, and samurai.
Yeah, you got them all. No, that's
cool. That was fast. You're quick.
Yeah, I'm quick. So if you're a patron, get on there. Make James eat his words.
I mean, the thing is any of those classes I think would be really fun to play. I don't think I'd be disappointed in any of them. So to help me with my indecisiveness, just helping me choose will be great. And if they choose the wretch, I'm not afraid of that. Like, I know that it's a little bit more difficult in the beginning, but once you level up like 10 times, it becomes insignificant because the more you level, the more each level costs, which means those first ones go by so quick.
Ken has a good point. The Elden Ring is a new story not related to Dark Souls, so you could jump in and just play Elden Ring and you'd be fine.
I heard the opposite. I'm not an expert, but I'm sure people
Well, I
said
mean, if you play Demon Souls, that's not part of Dark Souls, but there's a lot of carryover characters in it. Like, you don't need to know the story. You don't even really need to know the story from 1 to 2 to 3, because a lot of it's repeats and reboots and what.
Yeah, so they're in the same universe. They're just not related story-wise.
But the universe is like re-dreamt every time.
Okay. So none of them are really relevant to each other, and I can just play through them in any order then? Is that what we're saying? Or I don't know. There's no.
No. You should do Dark Souls 1, 2, 3 in that order. Yeah. I'm just saying that Elden Ring doesn't matter. There might be some characters that, and people are saying it's not going to happen, but I've seen like certain weapons that seem to show up in the Elden Ring game. I think I saw the Moonlight Greatsword maybe was in there. So there's some stuff that I think is revisited, but not really.
Yeah, let's consider it like a Hobbs and Shaw to the Fast and Furious series. You know what I mean? Dark Souls, Fast and Furious. And then Hobbs and Shaw. That would be Elden Ring. Nailed it.
Wait, who's The Rock and who's Toretto?
I'm Toretto.
Oh, okay.
And Danny's The Rock.
Danny's The Rock, okay.
Yeah. And you're oh no wait, Danny would be Shaw.
And I'm Lil Bow Wow.
Yes, definitely your little Bow Wow. Tokyo Drift. Does he come back in that?
No, I don't think he ever comes back.
I can't believe I just thought Kevin Hart was little Bow Wow for a second.
Wow, I cannot believe that you thought that either.
Oh god, I was just like, oh yeah, he did have a cameo. I was like, nope, that's Kevin Hart.
So here's something I was gonna say. Somebody's asking what characters play from Demon Souls to Dark Souls, and I might be wrong, and I'm not gonna look it up right this second. But one of the things I was thinking, isn't the blacksmith from Demon Souls in Dark Souls? Like that's just the first one that comes to mind. But I thought there was a few characters that carried over, but that was one that I thought was there. But I'm trying to search it, and I can't seem to get that search done.
No, we're getting double no's.
Double no's.
A third, it's a nope.
Nope. There's been 3 votes on the poll already, and Wretch is winning with 67% of the votes.
Thanks, guys. Hey, everyone, make sure you're jumping in there and voting for Wretch.
Vagabond is in second place with a third, 33%.
Which is like a night class.
Well, the great thing about the Wretch is if they pick that, then it really just lets me do whatever I want. Because you start with lower stats, but you're not attached to any, like it hasn't boosted your intelligence or your dex or anything.
Yeah, this blacksmith Baldwin only appears in Demon Souls.
Okay, well maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just some weapons, and maybe weapons aren't. But I feel like there was so much similarities in Demon Souls and Dark Souls, but there is no story carryover.
Excellent. Well, I think that's it for another week. I've got to
go. We did it.
GG, boys.
Stay tuned. Normal week this week. Elden Ring week next week. Enjoy. We'll see you soon.
We're going to ring it in.